No, that's wrong. Dixie Diamonds 361. Mets 12:34 a.m. Dixie 9:34 p.m. James Nunn, certain that the helicopter hovering over the railway and the Lady Penguin was a portent of imminent disaster, had barked, "You three, back of the boat, now!" to the Brentsies and Billy Seaver, then sped away from the cargo ship as fast as the railway's engines allowed. "Sit your asses down and watch for any sign of pursuit," he ordered as he and John Fleming likewise searched the horizon for signs of pursuit or interception. Billy Seaver did as he was told, while Maxima and Minima fussed and cussed with one another concerning Nunn's treatment of them. "Hey," a furrowed-browed Seaver said gently, "we need to search the seas like he said." Maxima, scanning the horizon, snapped at her husband, "I don't know why I let you talk me into this. You said this was foolproof." "Yeah," Maxima replied, nodding his head, "but I wasn't counting on having to deal with 3 fools. Now shut your trap and do what he said." As time passed without any sighting of a naval ship approaching, tension on board the railway cooled. Nunn had set out on his return course to Brisbane, filled with certainty that a Coast Guard ship would come steaming along and demand that she be allowed to board the railway. But as the distance between the massive cargo ship and the fishing boat grew greater, and there remained no sign of a naval vessel approaching and no calls over their radio from the Coast Guard or the Penguin, his anxieties slowly decreased from complete dread to fledgling hope. Tension aboard James Nunn charter boat slowly cooled from a ferocious boil to an uncomfortable but not scalding temperature, and Fleming said, "Well, can't say that we're home free, but at least things haven't gone from bad to worse, eh, Cap?" "From your mouth to God's ear," Nunn said. Looking over his shoulder, he said, "Sorry about that. I don't know about you, but I don't want to be arrested. Let's hope we have smooth sailing, eh?" Yeah, Maxima said, disdaining his voice. "Nothing like cool heads prevailing, and that was nothing like it." Turning to Seaver, he said, "Rough start, eh? Like I said, I'm Maxima Brentsey, and this here's my wife, Minima. This is turning out to be quite the adventure, ain't it?" he added with a chuckle. "Pleasure to make your acquaintance, ma'am," Seaver said to Minima. Turning to Maxima, he added, "That's one way of putting it. How long did it take to reach the Penguin?" "Half a freaking day," Max replied, shaking his head. "We're going to be on this little tug a whole damn day. Things you do for your kids, you know." "Well, no, not yet anyway. So we got 12 hours, eh?" Yeah. "You play cards?" Max asked. "Sure, you got a deck?" "Yeah, we knew it'd be a long trip. Play some poker?" Seaver said with a shrug. "Good way to pass the time." "Wonderful," Max said, a grin on his face.